Everyone, 30.6 here, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, the American campaign. Last video was a bit short, as I was pressed for time to record an episode, but today is going to be a full session. Good news is I've gone ahead and I've looked ahead at the research. This is just another upgrade in tonnage. This is interesting though, the Mark IV 9s, so that'll be useful eventually. As for finances, I went ahead before I started recording and ordered another rounds of upgrading so we can get more shipyard capacity. This will just help us in the future. As for the fleet, just looking at construction here. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit sore. I was at a hockey game last night, which would be Saturday the 26th, I believe. And so my voice might sound a little bit hoarse. It was a good game. So, of course, the Pennsylvania class are 18 months out. So, we are at war with France. I did not forget about that. I think the goals are going to be the same as I kind of laid them out last episode. If they get anything here in the New World, or the Western Hemisphere, we're going to take it. So, like I said, we're immediately going after Haiti. We're going after Pointe-la-Pitre, Fort-de-France. We're going after Cayenne. And over here, of course, we're going after Kangshouan, which does require more tonnage. But those guys will be there before the turn's over. The army is going into Tonkin. And hopefully the rest of the squadron will be over here. And again, the destroyers are a couple months out. They will be finished commissioning probably in a month or two, and then we will have destroyers to man the front, and that'll help us get some more tonnage here. So let's go ahead and go to the next turn. Sorry. Yep. Chew on a piece of gum, see if that'll help me salivate a bit more to help clear some of this crap out. Oh, and we have the submarines coming, so we're going to do the same strategy that I talked about last week. Well, I guess that would be yesterday, which would be Saturday, so last episode I said we're going to make a big line along the colonies. I think that'll stay. But we'll try to hit important ports. So we'll probably set like 5 or 6 groups of submarines off of La Rochelle and Bordeaux, just kind of squeeze their transports coming out of there going towards the Pacific. We'll do the same thing. No, we're not going to any more war. Oh. Alright, so looks like we have our first beating. The Fantastique class destroyer Adroit, Intrepidity, and La Mars, going up against the Idaho and her squadron. Hopefully this next episode I'll be able to... This episode or next episode I wanted to design the Lexingtons. It's such a cool story because the Lexington class were so much bigger in size to the Yorktown class carriers. So, we're going to do the same thing we normally do. We're going to have the heavy cruisers and the battleships in one big group, and we'll put all the light cruisers in another group, and we're just going to send them straight at the enemy. Just send them in there. And the good news is, these should all be Lake Placid class, and yes, they all have the dual 6-inchers. So this is going to help a lot against the destroyers. And I want to take them out. It'll help with like the tonnage. Uh-oh. Oh, hello. Let's pause. Take a look at these destroyers. La draw. Let's see. That is an interesting design. So they have 2 × 1 5.5 41 caliber guns and a couple of 4s. What's your torpedo range? 6.7. And we are at 12.5. So that's okay. So let me just go ahead and hover back over this. I want to see. Why do they have 7 inches of armor? Turrets, okay. They are using Dunite. So that gives us an advantage. What are their torps? Standard propulsion, enhanced reloading, hydraulic turrets. Alright. So let's go ahead and turn. And I'm going to send the light cruisers in to deal with this. I do like the way the Lake Placids look. And what I'm imagining is that the Lake Placid class in our universe would have maybe some cranes here, or like a light superstructure here. Maybe their boats. Maybe like a majority of their boats would be stored here. So we're going to turn these guys. Let's stop, check our range. 7.7. Alright, we're going to stick with that. I'm not going to smoke, but I am going to slow them down to half speed. I just want to make sure we get these destroyers done with. That is a very aggressive torpedo launch, Biloxi, but we will run with it. So we do seem to be doing damage, which is excellent. I don't think Intrepid is going to make it through this. So we are going to turn in. I feel safe enough where we could probably turn in. The battle line is clear of the destroyer threat, so I think we'll just leave them to their course. Actually, I changed my mind. Turn in. Okay. Well, I didn't get to see who got the kills, so where's my kill sheet? That is not my kill sheet. Where's my kill sheet? Like I said, I have like 4 different papers that all have different stats on them. Alright, that's the Manila Force Fleet reference sheet. Aha! Here it is. So let's look at damage output. Oklahoma. Okay, 6 hits. 3 fires, 3 floatings. So we'll give Oklahoma a kill, just for damage. And we'll say Biloxi and Pittsburgh will each get a kill. I think that's fair. So we'll go ahead and exit this battle. Huntington took a little bit of damage, but again, it's not much, which is nice. Okay, we are losing some transports. I would give you guys the destroyers, but I'm in... I'm sorry, what? China owns southern Egypt. Well, I know we're going to try to take off with them the next time they want to mess with us, so... What is the fleet at Fort Bayard? So this is a heavy cruiser. Our chances did go down just because they have some tonnage. How far are our ships? 2 turns, 3 turns, 3 turns. So the fleets will be there. Next turn, the destroyers, there should be, I think, let me look. Just go So the Asia Squadron, there should be 10. Yeah, they'll be done next month. So they'll be done next month. They're in Jimen, so we'll send them immediately down here to join up with this group here. That should help us out a bit. How's the army doing? They are advancing, and they've inflicted quite a lot of casualties. We have 105,000 troops here. I don't know how we got them here, but okay. As for politics, we're going to come over to this screen. Please do. And why do the French Antilles require 100,000 tons? Alright, French Guiana, French Antilles. Get out of there. Nope. We're going to Haiti. You do not want my ship sitting there with a minefield like that. So we will just start the invasion of Haiti. Yes, thank you. You guys are safe here, so I'm going to leave you all there. We'll see what happens over here. If we have to, we'll go interdict in the Atlantic. I hope not. I prefer to just keep the war contained to the Pacific. What is this ship? This is a light cruiser. Again, they don't have a lot of ships here in the Pacific, because if I remember correctly, they're at war with some other people. Yeah, they're at war with Austria-Hungary, so I'm imagining that 90% of their fleet... Where is their fleet? Is it over here? There's a cruiser there. Where are you going? Okay, you guys are going to the islands. And you guys are going to these islands. So I'm a little nervous about leaving the ports undefended. However, we do still have the Panama Canal, and if need be, I can pull this task force. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, Guam, take your squadron. Go right here. And the other group. No. Cease. I want that group right behind you. Ha. What are you guys? Georgia? Yeah. You guys meet up here too. I just want this fleet here. They'll be supplied from Panama, and they'll just be here to dissuade them from coming. Because this is most of their capital ships. And they're all going to the same area. They're all going to the Pacific side of the Americas, and I want to make sure we stop them. So I'm just going to make sure I'm recording. We are indeed recording. So let's go ahead, next turn. France doesn't have any victory points right now. They'll probably get some from like convoy raids or maybe like a strike mission, but I doubt many. And again, we can go into deficit spending. We got $46 billion in reserve, so yep, that's what I figured. Okay. Aha! So, the New Orleans squadron. Are you guys one of the squadrons from over here? How'd y'all get here so fast? So, New Orleans and her squadron, these are all like Placid class, are going up against the Biscade, with a douche, I believe is how they pronounce that, and the Trot, which is a Jean Bart class of light cruiser. How dare you do that to Jean Bart? Jean Bart is a battleship class, France. You guys should know this. 10.1 inch guns, lots of fours, so this is a casemate. This is definitely a casemate ship. You don't seem to be. You were designed in 1910. I don't know. It doesn't say when you were designed. Oh, wait, no. No, you're a refit. Yeah, you're a refit from 1910. So you must also be like a casemate ship or something along the lines. 44 million. 24 million. Yeah, I don't know. Well, let's see what they've got to offer. The Macombs are finished, so once we get out of this battle, we will move them immediately down to the Fort Bayard area. Oh, and something that bothered me last episode, I didn't get a chance to mention it. I just realized there's no Macau in the game, which I think would be something interesting to add. And I think some of the ports should be, like the treaty port sections, should have their own kind of map. screen. Okay. Which is the lead fleet? So we're going to stop and organize this. So Wichita is leading. I don't know what these structures are for. If anybody knows what these are for, please tell me, because they just look ugly. Okay. You guys, please join a single battle line. I want one cruiser force. I want one cease. I want one destroyer force sorted out. Let's go. And the Lake Placid class is, I think, one of the most capable ships we've designed. I am going to tighten up your formation if you don't mind. Same thing with the destroyers. Normal formation. This could be a ghost battle. That's always a possibility, but the Idahos, okay, so we got to be careful. They have 10.1s, but I want to see what their armor is. What do you have 14 inches of armor? Okay, they have 12 inches on their turrets. What grade are these? They are Mark 3s. But what's your armor? Aha! You're running on coal. Heavy shells. Alright. So you're a partial floating tinderbox. Are you a total floating cinderbox? Not totally. You do have fast torpedoes, so that makes you a little bit more... Oh, it's these tumble home designs. Alright. So we're going to play it smart. And we're going to gently approach. So I can already tell we have a better rangefinder than them. Alright. Boom. Alright. So we're going to move into range ever so gently. I believe we're in range now. We are. Alright. So turn. I don't want to smoke yet. Not yet. We'll smoke once we get a little bit closer. Okay. You guys need to turn your torps off. Same thing with you all. Turn your torps off. Okay. So Torald detected any more torpedoes. We're doing okay. I'm going to slow you guys down to maybe 21 knots. We're not breaking the sound barrier here, guys. Nope. What hit you? A 1.7. What the? Hold on a second. What's hitting you? Okay, hold on a second. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, I see. It's 5.2. Okay. We are smoked, so we got another minute and a half of smokish. Stop that. I want to focus on the light cruiser. And then, yeah, put you on save. Ow. We are setting a lot of fires, though. That's good. As for the destroyers, I've got an idea. Cut across the formation, I've got an idea. I'm going to turn this division off. I'm going to turn the torpedoes off. I don't want them accidentally torping a destroyer. Their armor's holding up. I'm very happy. See, they only had one penetration, but it was against a non-armored target. Everything else has been partial pens against a 4.4 belt. So, you know. Or 4.4 something. I don't know where we have 4.4 armor. Well, we don't. I guess it's just relative thickness. We're going to smoke up again. Alright, the destroyers are doing exactly what I wanted them to do. So we're going to bring them around. And I want to go after the heavy cruiser. So we're going to turn in ever so gently. There we go. Slow down to 5 speed. kilometers. Alright. Alright, the destroyers are engaging. Save. Everyone target the Budalesh. I know it's risky to have all these destroyers here, but I just want to get as much firepower as possible. Yeah. Failing nothing else, it'll force the heavy cruiser to panic, which is better than them just getting away. Dud torpedo. Oh, we got a torpedo hit. 3 torpedo hits. U-turn these guys a bit. And we'll put the rest of the division on normal. As for the battle line, I guess, for this battle, focus on the light cruiser if you please. Thank you. And normal torps. I don't care. Alright, torpedoes are reloaded. Put them on safe. We're going back in. Ooh, torpedo detonation. They're getting close. They're just getting torn apart by HE. Boom. They fired a couple of torps at us. I don't think they're going to hit. Yeah, they're not going to hit. Alright. Smoke up. Thralled. Sinks to heavy flooding. Who was the last person to hit? Ow. Providence. New Haven. New Orleans. Let me see who hit. We're going to give it to Providence. So I'm just going to go through here real quick and we're going to see who's done the most damage. Tulsa's 4K, Vicksburg's 4.7, Springfield is 5. How much has Wichita done? 3.5, Richmond's done 1.5, Galveston's done 6. So I say we give a kill to Providence and New Haven. They're the last 2 to hit, so we will give the kill to them. It'll just be a shared kill, and I don't mind doing that. I think it's fair. Are the destroyers cycling back through? They are. We're going to smoke up. Now, everybody, if you don't mind, focus on the Bouleloche. I apologize to any person who speaks French and happens to be watching the video. I deeply apologize for my butchering of your beautiful language. Now, here come the destroyers. Alright. Hit them. Defensive torp launched. The shell hit. Fire torps. Alright. Yep, there we go. Yeah, there. It's a lot of torps. Someone is texting me, but I'm not sure who or why. So now I gotta keep a close eye on this. Torpedo hit. That's a lot of hits. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell. We may have to do a damage lead kill here. And she's burning. It's just the notifications aren't staying around for long enough where I can see who's hit. So currently, I think it was Nashville. Vicksburg. We'll give him a duel. I think that's fair, guys. What do you think? I think that's more than fair. Let's see our ship stats. Damage lead. Galveston. Main gun accuracy. Springfield. Torpedo accuracy. Providence. Beating out the destroyer in hits, but not damage. Secondary gun accuracy. Vicksburg. Alright. Very good. Very good. So, very good. Alright, still losing a couple of transports, but again, we've maxed out our transport capacity. They failed to gain control of Peru. So, they're all going for this island. We've got the fleet there to interdict. This is 100%, so. The destroyers. Who's here? Oh, Delaware, would you do me a favor, my dear? I want the entire No. Delaware, take your destroyer squadron and sit yourself right here. The Delaware, I think what we're going to do with the Delaware is, yes, they have all those destroyers, we could bring them over. I disagree. We're going to set the Delaware and her destroyers right here. So if the French fleet even thinks about coming north to attack the Panama Canal, we've got it sitting here. And if they take the Galapagos, we'll just rush in and defend. As for Jaimen, your destroyers will join up with the squadron immediately. How's our percentage looking? We keep dropping in percentage. I'm not sure why. It's maybe because they have more tonnage or something. But 1 turn, 2 turns, 2 turns. We've got, what, 3 turns left? They'll be here in time. That should be enough to take it. We should have a bunch of destroyers somewhere. Where are they? You. Join up with the battleships. Thank you. As for research, I guess it wouldn't hurt to take a look. Please tell me this is triple turrets for somebody. Double turrets on destroyers! Hey! Means we'll finally get rid of those stupid looking circular turrets and get the proper dual ones. Cruiser design? Is this something nice, or is this something stupid? Aha! So we're about to, so I remember mentioning in the last episode, talking about the Heavy Cruiser 2, you're going to see what I'm complaining about. We will design it, and we probably will get it on the move here pretty quick. So, next turn. It is nice to have the Delaware back in the fleet. So, and again, these 2-3 fleets here are really here just to sit here and guard the Panama. Well, we learned our lesson last time, so we are going to fight this. Sabotage. We fought her kind before. I guess our goal for the war is just going to try to be to push them back, do damage to the economy, and make sure we don't have to deal with it. Again, if the developers happen to be watching, please make a system where the admiral of the fleet, so me in this case, where the player can go in and tell the government, I do not want war right now, any more wars right now. Appease, cut the budget a little bit. Oh god, cruisers, what are you doing? Sort yourselves out. Alright. Should be a quick battle. And this time we'll actually remember do the kills. I want to get rid of these cage masts on the Idahos, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to. Looks like we are approaching the destroyer. I do like having the, what are we on, Stereo 3? Stereo 3, where it shows us the direction, and I'm not trying to blindly guess. Sabotage! Aha! Get her. Close distance. We have 5-inch secondaries. Ooh! What a hit! Who was that? Is that Oklahoma? Yeah, that was Oklahoma. I would not be surprised if she just sank from that. Good lord. What is that, 3 hits? I don't care who gets the last shot, and I'm just giving that to Oklahoma. You, good lord. Yeah. Well, Oklahoma's getting one. West Virginia's going to get one. West Virginia's going to get it because this is the last hit. Oklahoma's going to get it for doing an obscene amount of damage to that thing. That should be illegal. Jeez. So, Sirocco, a Fantastique, going up against the Galveston Squadron. I wonder how far along the submarines are. They should, by my timing, I could be wrong, they should be getting close to done. I'd like to have them done so we can have them out and just do trade interdiction. And that's why, you know, at the beginning of the series I said, well, we might go to 1930. The reason I'm kind of skeptical on going to dates like 1940 is because of, well, submarines become the devil after that year. So, again, which is why next campaign we're probably going to be moving to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, Dreadnought Improvement Project, probably version 2. Probably not version 3. Well, probably version 3 now that I think about it. It's the most updated, it'd be most up to date. Take out that ship, please. Thank you. And I think something interesting that should be added to the game, just in general, maybe with mods, maybe as base game, naval infantry. I know that sounds stupid, but there was such a thing as naval infantry. And, you know, Marines, where you could say, oh, I want to take some of the naval budget and invest in Marines, to say, oh, naval invasion, you get, like, certain boosts to it. Who's hitting? Once again, I cannot tell. Yeah, it's Richmond. Mind you, we're going at full clip here, so... Well, nearly full clip here. So... And again, I did mention this earlier on in the episode. The Pacific Fleet is yeah, Richmond. Uh, the Pacific Fleet is the highest trained fleet. Yeah, Richmond's gonna get one. Wyoming's still the all-time leader with 10. The next closest is actually Idaho, West Virginia, and Oklahoma in a three-way tie. And I would not be surprised if Wyoming still does more. So, there we go. You're not getting a Pennsylvania. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Really? I guess we're right here. We might as well. When in Rome. Yeah, we don't need that much tonnage, but Delaware, would you do me a favor? Reroute your squadron here. Again, they're still here within range to interdict the French fleet in the area, so I'm not as concerned about moving them all over the place. How's the naval invasion looking? 100%. I think after that, how's the advance looking? The advance is going well. I think after Tonkin, we'll try to naval invade Annam. Because they'll take Tonkin, and then we can go for Annam, and then we'll try to get Cochinchina, Saigon, and then maybe Cambodia and leave Laos to the army. And then if we feel so inclined, maybe we'll go after some French Pacific concessions, or possessions, really. The destroyers out here, yeah, they are. Politics. Who are we allied to? We are almost allied with Britain. I want to get that signed. I want that paper on my desk. Research. Got the cruisers. Make sure this isn't something important. Superimpose our large guns. That's fine. Turret mechanisms. We know what that is. Put this somewhere else. We'll save the money. Now, ship design. Let's look at a new heavy cruiser. We've been needing one. The last heavy cruiser we built should be the original. What was the last heavy cruiser class we built? That's an excellent question. The Charlestons. So it's about time. So when I talked about the destroyer-looking one, this is what I'm talking about. Just make it a flush deck on the rear, okay? So we're going to go with the Heavy Cruiser 1. It's a little bit smaller. What is the current battle line speed? 26, 26, 28, 26, 26, 26. We couldn't increase their speed. 26. So we'll do a flat 28. Oil balanced boilers that we have them. We're not going to do turbo electric. We are going to give them reserve batteries. Electrical 2, balanced, shaft 2, Krupp 4 armor, double hull, reinforced bulkheads, Citadel 3, anti-flood 2, and anti-torp 2. I don't know, take some depth charges for your trouble. We'll drop the range down and we'll bring it back up later. So, what do we have for towers? So we have the tall advanced tower. That's a bit too big. What about the 1? Oh, that's going to bother me. How wide can I make this? I can make it a bit squat. But that's 13,500 tons. I think that's reasonable. And for secondary tower... Oh, okay. We have options. Main guns. They have 10s. What if we went with 8-inch quads? That could be interesting. don't have to worry about 4 offset too much with this design. What is that? That's only 1 pip of engine efficiency. What about large funnel 2? How many? Right. Large funnel 2, you give me 81%. So what if I went with maybe a medium funnel 2, and I did kind of figure out a way to get 2 of them in here? 41, 83. What about standard funnel? It's 92. Get standard funnel in here. About a round funnel 2. It's 96. I guess I'm forcing them. No, I don't want freaking 1,000 funnels. So we'll just try to go with the 1. That's enough. 8-inch quads, so they won't have the guns of the Charlestons, but the Charlestons are kind of functioning as more of an older ship. And again, like I said at the beginning of the campaign, here pretty quick, because these guys are essentially going to replace the Charlestons. We'll have to look at how many Charlestons we have, but essentially what I'm going to do is after this war, I'm going to take all the Charlestons, I'm just going to flood them to the Pacific. They'll be the China Squadron, or they'll make up smaller garrison squadrons. Secondaries. I think it's about time that we go with the American Standard. So, for those of you who don't remember, I mentioned that after a certain point we're going to switch over to the American Standard, which is, if you're not from the United States, I'll leave increased HE on. Most of our secondary guns during the Second World War moved over to the 5-inch, I think it was the 38 caliber. But we had another. We had another another gun we were quite fond of using, and that was the 40mm Bofors. I don't know. Actually, let's just do 8-inch triples. I think the quads are too heavy, just a little bit too heavy. Oh, but those turrets are ugly as sin. So do we go with 9-inch guns temporarily? Alright, what if we did 9-inch triples? Oh, that's a bit much. I refuse to use those 8-inch turrets. I just can't. For my conscience, I can't do it. Yeah, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't use those turrets. So heavy. Why are you so heavy? You don't need an 11 barbette. You maybe need 9 on the sides, a 3-inch top, and maybe an 8-inch barbette. And so, if we are going to do the Bofors guns, I could do 5-inch 38 caliber guns. How many could I get is the real question. A couple. No. I think 200s are going to be the way to go, which sucks because I really wanted to do the 5-inch 38 caliber guns, but oh well. Maybe one there. I don't know where this aft. I know where the aft offset is coming from, but also our aft deck, our main deck is pretty thin. So let's do a 4-inch deck, 4-inch fore and aft belt, 3-inch on that, and do 8 on the conning tower, 6 on the superstructure with a, I don't know, an 8-inch belt. How about 4? Well, I'm taking all the armor off the dual guns, so you get 0.2. You can get 0.5 on the side. 9-inch. What if we went with 9-inch 45s? And then we did 1.6. Because if you're round, it's still too heavy. This ship is really designed for 8-inch guns, but it don't have the 8-inch Mark IIIs. So, alright. I hate to do it, but we're going to wait till we get the 8-inch Mark IIIs. So, with that in mind, pop a priority on the small guns. I want the 8-inch Mark IIIs. I cannot use those Mark II turrets. It will hurt me. So, next turn, we'll probably get a couple of, we may get a meeting, we may get some convoy raids. I'm probably just going to be convoy raids. They don't have any ships near us. Nope, we have 2 meetings and a strike, so I'm assuming destroyer, convoys. Hopefully it's just destroyer convoys. One of those might be the light cruiser that we saw, unless we already took it out. Okay. Well, we have the darling of the United States. We have Wyoming, who's eager to get her 11th kill against the Leverett class battlecruiser with 4 dual 13.2-inch guns, 2 dual 8-inch guns, a couple of 4.1-inch guns, a 3-inch gun, and a bunch of 1.7s. So what would that be, about 42mm guns-ish? 44, maybe? A couple of torpedo tubes. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong thing. A couple of 4.1s and a couple of 2.4s. Yeah. You are an expensive ship, comparatively, but you're old. Look at that, 22,000-ton battlecruiser. You don't have that many bulkheads. Oh, you just have many bulkheads. My battleships are faster. Well, not quite. Wait, did Wyoming never get refit? I don't think they did. I don't think these ships ever got refit. But, 22. It's fine. We also have 14s. We outrange them. So let's go ahead and take on the battlecruiser. See if Wyoming can... I have a feeling by the time we end this campaign, Wyoming is going to be... a triple ace with 15 kills. Oh, although I will say this, if we end up losing to Wyoming and I cannot rebuild her, I'm gonna be pissed. That might be the reason that I quit the campaign early. If we lose to Wyoming, I'm gonna be upset. Alright. Same thing as last time. No. No, Wyoming is the flagship, thank you very much. We'll get that straight. Who's here? I don't know. You two form a squadron real quick. Alright, sort yourselves out. You guys know who needs to be the lead ship. I wonder, so just as we're sitting here watching her go into battle and while the fleet's sorting itself out, what do you guys think they put like her victory marks? They probably have them plastered like all over the ship, and like in the mess hall it's probably got like a counter. But I also think inside the gun turrets, inside the fire control towers, they probably have little markings here and say, oh, ship number this. Yeah. Wyoming's been a good ship for us. The Nebraska class. Oh, hello. Stop. Thank you. Where's this thing? It's right in front of us. What on earth are you doing out there? I appreciate the enthusiasm, but please. No. I believe that was Utah firing. Alright. Montpelier. I do not want you getting damaged, so just go ahead. Smoke up and get out of there. You guys did your job. I know we just lost sight of her, but we know what direction she's in. Where's the 1.7 inch? Oh, first inner deck. Yeah, again, these ships are... I have a feeling these guys are going to be serving for a long time. These are standard class battleship designs. They'll be capable for a long time. We are going to slow them down to 19 knots. I know she's faster when we're not cruising, but at 22 knots, heck, our heavy cruisers are faster than her. And she's supposedly a battlecruiser. That doesn't look good. Never mind. Completely fine. We do have a lot of accuracy bonuses, so boom. 30% accuracy, 50% aiming, 20% less reload time, 60% damage control. No. Bad. Wyoming, I know you're eager to kill anything that moves, but please focus on the Gascon. What part of targeting the battlecruiser do you not understand? See, look at that. She hit you. Now what are you going to do about it? I think they may have gotten a new gunnery officer who doesn't know what he's doing. And if that is true, where they do have a new gunnery officer who doesn't know what he's doing, I will personally have him reprimanded for taking arguably the pride of the fleet and not properly using her guns. Assign him to a heavy cruiser or something. Knock him down. And we lost sight of him. We're sinking this battlecruiser. That's non-negotiable. Knock this thing in the teeth. If she hits you one more time, Wyoming, I'm taking you out of the lead position. If you target switch again, I'm taking you off the lead position. And I'm going to have your gunnery off for Cerzin to have a talk about why they're not targeting the battlecruiser. See, was it that hard? All she has is a trained crew. You guys are veterans. You guys are responsible for the sinking of 10 ships with countless assists. Nice hit. Looks like all you have to do is shout at the gunnery officers to actually do something, and they'll do it. I don't think that flooding hit's going to do her in, but I think if Wyoming has her way, she's about to get her 11th kill. Arizona getting some hits in. Pause. Hold up. Okay. Arizona gets her first kill. Congratulations. Congratulations, USS Arizona. First kill. Now, my dear Wyoming, you can go take out that light cruiser who you were so focused on earlier. Destroy it. Cast it into the fire. Cast it into the fire. Destroy it. Nebraska's getting some hits. Wyoming's getting a bunch of hits. That was a bunch of hits from the Wyoming. Oh, she took a torpedo. We're going to say Wyoming got her 11th because she was whining about it. She did get hit a little bit, but I don't think that's nothing we can't patch up. Jamin and Shinshu are just around the corner, and we have 2 ships sunk. Now for Durant, another Fantastique destroyer. Go ahead and take Galveston's squadron and handle that. I am interested in seeing if I can figure out a way to balance that heavy cruiser hull. That heavy cruiser 2 hull. I might go into a custom battle and see if I can whack together a rough design. There's got to be a way to do it. The problem is it's the 4-weight offset is ridiculous because it's built like a destroyer hull. If I could figure out a way to balance it, I think that'd be a fun hull to have. I don't know, stack the rear with torpedo launchers. Do the same thing we did last time, just merge all these guys into one big light cruiser division. Same thing with the destroyers. Who's leading? Wichita. Once we do get the modern light cruiser, I think it's like maybe light cruiser 4 or something, we'll definitely be cycling these guys out. The reason I'm leaving the Macombs in the position that they're in is, destroyers, what on earth are you doing? I told you not to be a battle line, but to be a screening force. And you're about to take a couple of torps. Never mind. Tower's getting freaking lucky, not taking a torp. Now turn your torpedoes off. Because if one of my light cruisers gets torpedoed by one of our destroyers, somebody's getting court-martialed. Wichita is currently the kill most probable. Wichita. I think it's going to be Wichita. Unless those torpedoes hit, and it's not Wichita. No, they're not going to hit. Richmond getting some hits. Stop. Galveston with a torpedo. Wichita. Problem is there's so many hits happening, I can't tell what's what. I see a lot of hits on the Galveston. Vicksburg, Wichita. I'm just concerned about the last hit. That's all I'm concerned about. Just out of torpedoes, so I'm not concerned. A lot of hits. Springfield getting some hits. Alright. When she sinks. Who's that? Please tell me who it is. Springfield. So it looks like I'm being called to play. But anyways, everybody, I think this is a good place to end the episode. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It's huge. So, anyway, let's just go ahead and take stock of the situation. The conquest of Costa Rica will take a couple of turns, and it looks like the French have arrived. The invasion of Haiti is almost done. And as for Fort Bayard, one more turn. Then the fleet will move down here to take on Saigon. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed watching this episode, and before we leave, let's just check research. Nothing yet. I will leave this on just for the light cruiser, see if I can get something. And then we'll leave the priority off. But then again, everybody, hope you enjoyed this episode. A little bit shorter, just like the last episode, but again, we'll see what happens next episode, and yeah, we'll go from there. See ya.